Imagine describing a dog to someone who's never seen it and then asking them to draw it. They may get some things right, but there is no way they get everything right. The devil is in the details. Welcome back. I know it's been a long time. Sorry about that. But we are going to continue on our series of how God is interwoven into the movies we watch every day. And this is a big one. This is one of my favorite movies of the summer. It is called The Backrooms. The Backrooms is amazing in so many ways. The story is engaging, mystifying, and brings the wonder of what is going on. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot of open mouth gazing of what just happened. The actors play their parts so good, and the lighting is amazing. It is front and center. It provokes the mystery. It provokes like what is going on. The lighting is excellent. I think it should win an Oscar for the lighting. And so we are going to see how God is interwoven into the story and the mystery and the wonder of the Backrooms. So come with me. The story of the Backrooms centers around two main characters, Clark and Mary. Clark is front and center at the very beginning, and Clark is a workaholic, alcoholic, and these habits has led to depression. Because alcohol has in effect killed his marriage through conflicts that have resulted because of it. And a workaholic has been a part of the crumbling of the marriage, but also the crumbling of the furniture store that he runs. And now he lives in his furniture store. And this is how it has led to him finding the Backrooms. And Mary is his therapist that is engaging on what Clark is going through. And you find out how he has failed his marriage, but also he brings Mary into the Backrooms. And the Backrooms is the mystery that we are going to go into now. So the Backrooms is in his furniture store, the entrance, and it replicates things from the areas where it is close to, or the people who come into it. And it is an endless amount of loops of rooms, and you find different nuggets of the people that enter it. I know this sounds wild, and it is wild. You kind of figure it out throughout the movie, but it's endless loops of rooms, and they go up, down, vertical, side to side. It is all over the place, and you feel like you have no clue what's going on. And then it gets wilder. And this is where you see the loop of people's choices come into effect, because Clark likes being in the Backrooms. He wants to go more deeper. He wants to explore. And he brings others in it to see them get it. But what comes about is that Clark's consciousness starts to become one with the Backrooms. And I know that's wild, but you see bits and pieces of Clark's consciousness start to take over him and people that he brings in this room. And this is a reminiscent of what sin does in us. Sin and our selfishness goes along with being a workaholic and alcoholic in the case of Clark. But in the case of Mary, it's isolation. It's feeling like you can't really actually cure somebody. You can't help somebody. And the Backrooms takes hold of that and makes it real. And the more you go deeper, the more it it brings about a loop. And this is what sin is, because sin is a loop of death. Sin brings about death because it, and you just want to stay in it in the end, and you just can't help but stay in it in the end, because there's the culmination, the climax of this movie is Mary and Clark are sitting across from each other in the back rooms, and you see this huge, tall figure of Clark. It's distorted. It's a pirate and reminiscent of what his furniture store is known for. And then you see a distorted remnant of either Mary or his wife. I don't know. But Clark wants to stay in it because he doesn't want to face the responsibility of what he's done. In it, there is no, he feels that there's no consequences. And he wants to bring Mary and keep Mary with him. Uh, because sin loves company. And this is why, how Backrooms is filled with the gospel, because it is only by taking responsibility that we are free from our conscience, and it brings about the freedom of being free from guilt, free from judgment, and being free from we have to take responsibility, but that brings about freedom. And so when we come to know Jesus, we no longer have to deal with the guilt and the stress, because when we give up, when we talk about how God has transformed our lives and we pay the consequences for what we've done, this brings about true freedom. And this is one of the biggest mysteries and biggest uniqueness of the Backrooms. I don't know if you guys are with me. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but this is what really shook me whenever I first thought of how God is in the Backrooms. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, um, of how if you've seen it, um, what happened, what did you think of it? Please share, like, share, subscribe, and comment in it. But there is this verse that I want to share with you that really highlighted the combination of like the darkness and the light in this movie, and what sin does, and how God is the cure for this sin. And these other verses, it's in John 3:19, says, "And this is the judgment. The light has come into the world, and people love the darkness rather than the light, because their works were evil. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to light, lest his works should be exposed. But whoever does what is true comes to the light, so that it may be clearly seen that his works have been carried out in God." What a wonderful, unique statement that Jesus has described there. That the truth should come to the light. And there's a lot of times we don't want the truth to come to the light, and we try everything to hide it. And this is why Clark has given into the Backrooms, because his truth, the truth that what he did and who he is, can be hidden. And it ends up, in the end, killing him. And this is what sin does. It kills. It destroys. And the moment of realization of who you are, and that you can surrender to God, is when you can escape the back rooms of sin. And this is how God is interwoven into the Backrooms. So thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. Please do more. I want to do more. I'm sorry it's been a while. It's been a hectic season in my life. Got a toddler right now, and I have a baby on the way. And so I want to do more. I hope to do more of how God is in the movies, but I also want to do next is how God is working in directors that I love, like Terrence Malick, Mel Gibson, Scott Derrickson. So those are a bit of the directors I really love to watch, and the movies are amazing, thought provoking. And so I hope to do more. Love you guys. Remember, keep looking for God in movies. Love you guys. Bye.